our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag. All right, man. Mack 10 did an interview. I forgot the dude's name. He did an interview with, and he talked about that he ain't spoke to Ice Cube or Dub C in over 20 years. You gotta remember they was the legendary rap group Westside Connection. Let's talk about it. Check out the Music Entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video now. What that tour they was on, the Up in the Smoke tour, that shit was legendary, dog. And you know, you hear people in the comment section talking about Cube don't need you, this, that, and third. And you know, he was asked the question. You know, he was asked the question, and I remember he talking about this on Vlad TV, DJ Snitch TV and shit. But I mean, one thing about social media, dude, I wouldn't even read the comments. They're just asking me, in my opinion, ain't no point in reading the comments. I remember somebody said, why does it always the negative comments that stick out to people and none of the positive comments? Can't really, you know, give you an answer for that. But I wouldn't even read them. There ain't no point. I don't read comments on my channel. What's the point? Like, if you got something to say really bad, I always tell y'all, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on, you know, hit me up there. Because, you know, I'm not to go through them motherfucking comments and deal with that BS, dog. Like, y'all, a lot of people just be on BS. And either, oh, that's messed up. The good ones don't get the... It is what it is. Life ain't fair. Like I said, if you know, my line is directly open. If you hit me up, I'm gonna hit you back at my earliest convenience. But yeah, man. And I want to feel like they went into the 2000s. You know, they had the little, you know, that little things going to the early 2000s. And he said, he was vague, but he said he got into it with Ice Cube brother-in-law over some money. And he said that he went to Ice Cube several times before it, you know, reached the boiling point, and Ice Cube never handled it. Therefore, in that, you know, therefore they broke up the group. And, you know, Cube, you know, you gotta remember, my man said play Ezel, Anthony Johnson, I want to say his name is, rest in power to him. He said that, you know, Cube had an offer on the table to play do next Friday. He said, nah. He said he ain't know. He just said he got a phone call, said they shoot next Friday, you know, in LA somewhere. And he said he got there, and, you know, they had replaced him with Sticky Fingers. You know? And yeah, he said they had replaced him with Sticky Fingers. And you know, Faison Love was like, you know, Ice Cube is either take it or leave it, or he moving on. And that's his mind state. He didn't feel like he needed to, you know, repair the bridge between his brother-in-law, him, and Mack 10. You know, and that is what it is. A lot of dudes that's in a position of power, they just gonna keep on moving forward. You gotta understand, Ice Cube was in a group at first. It wasn't right. He did a solo, you know, joint. Then went into movies, still continued to rap, did another group. Then, you know, continued to be a solo artist. So you got to understand, you know, once you do something on your own, you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like you need nothing. Especially when you get show money, you chopping it up 3 ways. Most people going to rather chop it up 1 way. That's why you seen the disappearance of boy bands and rap groups. That's why you see these temporary duos. And, you know, you really seen the disappearance of producer rap duos as well, too. Duos in hip-hop, all types of shit. You know, you don't see boy bands no more, and pop, girl bands, or nothing like that. Don't nobody want to split that money 5 ways, 2 ways, 3 ways. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, why split something 3 ways and I can get it on my own? He said he ain't spoke to Dub C. He ain't spoke to Dub C in 20 years. He said, you know, he ain't reached out. He said, you know, if you mess with me, I mess with you. If you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. And, you know, that's the attitude you got to have. You know? And they say, you know, 2 things usually, you know, 1 or 2 things, or a combination of both, usually break up brotherhoods and male friendships is women and money. You know? Well, Papoose saying I had a 11 freestyle. He said once y'all reach your goals, it becomes he said something like that. You know, once y'all reach our goals, it becomes turmoil. You know? You just seem like once people make it, you know, shit change. It ain't no different than growing up with your friends through elementary school. Y'all get to middle school, y'all start branching off. People you was cool middle school with, high school, sometimes y'all start branching off. People you was cool in high school with, after high school, whatever you do, y'all get real lives, y'all start branching off. You know, it's no different than that. But, you know, great group. Good trio, you know, all went together, you know. And Cube don't feel like he got it right, that wrong. Just rather not hear his wife's voice. And, you know, from what I heard, as long as he's still cool with his brother-in-law, sound like he took his brother-in-law's side. And maybe Mack 10 was 100% wrong. Cube ain't gonna feel the need to speak on it for what? You know, you hear people begging for West Side Connection, you know, another album. I don't think so. You know, I don't hear too many people. He used to ask what he felt like, you know, the Cube super group with Too Short, E40, Mount Rushmore. He said, you know, he said he heard little bits and pieces of it, but, you know, he didn't really have a real opinion on it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know? And it sure seemed like Mack 10 was riding for him too, especially when my man from CJ from San Andreas kind of got down on Cube allegedly too. Mack 10 was mad as hell about that. Zach got into it with Cypress Hill over that song Friday off the Friday soundtrack. Throw your neighborhoods in the air. Don't, you know, that was allegedly a Cypress Hill song. Allegedly Ice Cube stole it. And it spilled off to the streets and shit. What's so funny about it, you got Mexicans beefing with black people, and the black person, you know, apparently pony down on another black person for the Mexicans. I be telling y'all, dog, we ride for somebody else before we ride with our own people, bro. That's why I don't trust nobody, dog. If we can't be each other allies as black people, man, you know, we ain't gonna never have no allies. So, but like I said before, it was, you know, it is what it is. I don't be mad at people. Shit, that's how I am, dog. If, you know, I ain't got no beef with you, leave me alone. You know, we used to rock together. You don't rock with me. A lot of niggas can't have that conversation, though. They don't want to have that conversation. They don't want to have that conflict. A lot of them dudes, man, or dudes that call themselves men, they don't want confrontation. They do little hoe shit and shit. You be at the job and they want to turn around, indirectly tell on you instead of pulling you to the side as a man and saying something. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of dudes be on some whole shit too. I see somebody post, you know, cheating in front of me, knowing I want your girl. I mean, at the end of the day, what type of nigga think like that? I seen somebody post that. I said, what type of dude think like that? You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, a lot of people need to realize, like, you better off just by yourself. It might seem like it's a game working with people, but at the end of the day, it's always gonna be some bullshit, especially when dealing with black people. Niggas is the greater man out, black man out here is weak, is deluded. For sure. Sometimes you gotta have those uncomfortable conversations. But a lot of people are rather just tear the page out the book, shred it, and keep it moving. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, they tell you gotta be uncomfortable. You gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's what makes a great boss. Is being able to sit people down and tell people, you know, what they need to hear. But it's different, I guess, when you got that power behind you too. You know, I was listening to my man. He got a YouTube page, Dr. Bobby Price. He was telling, you know, he does couple counseling and shit. He's, you know, chemist, health guru, or whatever you want to call him. And he says a lot of times women tell their significant other, a man, that they don't feel like having sex because their periods be lasting too long due to health. You know, he said anything period over 3 days is he don't consider healthy. And as they, you know, you get older, you eat bull job, you get the 10, 14-day periods, and, you know, your libido as a woman get low, everything as, you know, as a man. But, you know, in the woman case, you know, it's lack of having, it shouldn't take him to be the third man to bring this out. You should be comfortable having uncomfortable conversations with your kids, with your significant other, with your parents. You know what I'm saying? And people are lacking that. And it hurt. It hurt to tell somebody the truth. That's why a lot of dudes just rather get caught cheating instead of just telling a girl, like, I want to move on. But then again, a lot of girls got a problem when a dude want to move on his terms. They Like they say, 80% of women initiate divorces. So what you think that number jumped to just in basic relationships? They said 90% of the 80% of women that initiate divorces got a higher learning degree. You know, college degree or more, higher. You know, so it's deep out here. A lot of people don't want to have that conversation. Maybe if they had those conversations, they still would be a unit and be stronger. But Ice Cube, they got so much shit going on, bro. He like, man, I cut the money one way again. Shit, I don't need them. It is what it is. Real talk, it is what it is. So, I mean, it is, so be it. You know? It's just that it's just so conditioned for us just to be against each other, bro. Instead of work with each other. And you seeing it in hip-hop. Even people that didn't collab and did albums together, now they beefing with each other. You know? We've seen it with New Edition. And in the movie, how Ralph Tresvant was mad they brought Johnny Gill, so I ain't spent my money 5 ways again. That money a bad mofo. Everybody think you got it equal happiness, and it don't. Robin Williams had a lot of it, you know. See what happened to him. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, think you get the money and think you want happiness. The people that say I go over to Africa and they the happiest people of all time. Happiest they seen, they ain't got shit. You know, people be thinking they want money, and that's all they want. If I had $1 billion, I'd be good. I wouldn't want nothing. You know, look at Jeff Bezos, the richest man in North America, the U.S. for sure, right? Wife cheated on him with his kid's science teacher. They got divorced. She took what she took, right? And then she married the science teacher. Then her and the science teacher divorced. You know? So, I mean, gotta look at stuff different. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.